What is up, everybody? First full week of training since the team competition I did whenever the hell that was. Hit up some frame deadlift. Also, if you saw there's a little video on some tips and tricks for that as well. This is when they said the frame deadlift height was going to be 17 or 19 inch for nationals. Ends up it's going to be 16. Here's Jane Battenfield came by, worked on a couple of things. Trying to stay tight as she controls the eccentric and keeping her back. At the beginning, she has a tendency to want to, for her back to kind of collapse and kind of, get in the cat position. And you see, I really focus on keeping my back flat and just keeping my hips underneath me. Jane has longer legs compared to her upper body than me, so it's a little harder, but we worked on that, stayed in a range of about 70% of nationals contest weight, 330, 350-ish. I don't exactly remember how much the frame is empty. I worked up to 630 here, doing somewhere I'm shrugging up at the top. I think the nationals weight for the 175s is 620 or 610 or something. Not doing nationals, but just want to try it. And here's where I messed up. I'm trying to qualify for World's Strongest Man under 80 kilo. You can see from my gut, I'm a little above 80 kilo, but I'll get down there. And one of the events is max tonnage in 30 seconds and totally read the scores wrong and thought they were in kilograms. Thought they're in pounds, ends up they're in kilograms. So I'm like, 185 for 15 would win it, would be the top one so far. So this is absolutely ridiculous and a complete waste of time. But I got used to, look how fast my feet are. I got used to the rhythm I'm going to need to try to keep up 15 reps for. I'm going to do it with 275 or 315 in a couple days now. Did this 2 sets of 30 seconds with the Husafelt, around 200-ish pounds. A little 4x8 strict pressing the next day. So just getting some work in, just starting off a training cycle, trying to do this as an assistance day to my log press. Got a 3 rep max log is another event. Focusing on with Jane again. She came back over. She was in town on keeping the back engaged throughout the entire press, especially as you're lowering the weight. This is something that I see a lot of people don't do. And if you overhead press right, your lats and upper back will be sore the next day, especially if you're starting to do it. So that's why, her reps are a little slower because she's focusing on that. You see, I pull myself under the bar a little bit. That's to retract my scapula and get everything engaged. I still have a little imbalance left to right since the bicep tear. So I keep the weight at a range where I can press evenly without favoring one side. If I go too heavy, I end up wanting to move my neck to one side, and I'm trying to avoid that. But this was still pretty hard. 4 sets of 8. And then we did a bunch of shoulder assistance stuff, lat pull downs. Here's, again, 4 sets of 8. Another day on front squats with just 185. I'm really sore from this, from between training abs and doing high rep, high-ish volume front squats. Pretty sore. Did some walking lunges, and then the truck pull simulator. Have a video on the showing everything that's included in this that should be up on YouTube later this week, and it's pretty cool. They're like $230 at store.startingstrongman.com. We carry those, but yeah, I'm just on the side of my house doing truck pulls all by myself, and you can see it. You can crank up the tension to keep getting it heavier, and it's pretty tough. That's an event. Don't look up when you're doing a truck pull, by the way. Don't check where you're going. But yeah, it was pretty tough, and yeah, my legs are trash, and I'm gonna go on a hike today. And thanks for watching. I'll be putting this up. Hopefully, I can get in good enough shape and get strong enough to qualify for World's Strongest Man under 80 kilo. There's a bunch more information on that at trainstrongman.com, and the podcast I did with Lynn Morehouse called Official Strongman Games. See ya.